Story today is about a man who lived over 2,000 years ago, a true story. In Jericho, the people said that he was a traitor because he worked for the Romans. They also said he was a thief because he asked too much tax from them. He said he was a rich man, and he was a rich man. He wore the best clothes, he ate the best food, drank the best wine. He had the most beautiful, beautiful house, and he had a lovely garden with fountains and so many trees, and everything was green and lush and beautiful. But the one thing that he wanted was friends, and he had none, because nobody liked him. They all hated him for being a traitor and for being a thief. So he was very, very alone. Another thing he wanted to be tall, and he wasn't. He was very, very short. But one thing he also knew, he knew all the news that went on in Jericho. And very soon he heard about this prophet that was coming to Jericho. And he had heard about this prophet a lot. This prophet could make people who were dead come alive again. He could heal people from blindness and from lameness. And he wanted to see this. So many people hated him, but so many people loved this prophet. And he wanted to see him. And then he heard he was coming to Jericho. So when he saw the crowds coming, he quickly went because he wanted to see the prophet first. But because he was so short, he couldn't see over their heads. And he decided to climb a tree. And just when he was in the top of the tree, along came the prophet. And do you know what? He stopped under the tree, looked up and said, "Zacchaeus, come down. Tonight I want to dine at your house." Zacchaeus nearly fell out of the tree. The prophet wanted him. He wanted to come and dine with him. And he saw him and he knew his name. He was amazed. And that evening he asked all his friends who were also seen as thieves and as people who the others did not like, he asked them all to the banquet. And do you know this prophet, his name was Jesus. He was so good to everybody. He was so kind to everybody. And for the first time, Zacchaeus felt as if he belonged somewhere. For the first time, he felt warm in his heart. He felt good. And he loved being in the vicinity of this prophet. And he just made up his mind and he stood up and he said, "Jesus, I have decided to give half of all my money to the poor people. And everybody that I have done something wrong to, I will give it in 4 times what I cheated them from." Everybody was astonished. You know, children, when you get to know Jesus, he changes you. He changes your heart. He makes you a giver when you were a taker. He makes you kind and gentle and good. Zacchaeus found that out, and he became a follower of Jesus. Isn't that a wonderful, wonderful story? I think we can learn a lot from it. So here is a hug from the preschool teachers, and here's a hug from the foundation phase teachers. We love you lots. Hope you enjoyed our story. Bye.